Want to go on a trip to the underworld?
Who are you?
I'm the demon overlord of a place called Below.
So, what? You're just a demon Miss Frizzle driving around picking up people on their magical school Harley?
Yeah, but you ain't people.
I'm not?
You are, but you aren't.
How is that possible?
You are a lot of things you think you are, but you're even more that you don't know you could be.
What are you talking about?
Chey, are you happy with your conditions, with your living situation, with yourself?
No.
That is what I'm talking about. Do you feel unmotivated, weighed down by your past, trapped by maybe things like depression and anxiety? Feel like you're in a constant cycle of those things bringing you down, then causing more grief for yourself and doing it all over again?
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's just how I am. You know,
That's just what they want you to think. That's a lie. I'll show you the truth, the way out of it.
What are you doing?
I'm sending you to the underworld.
What happened to going on the bike?
I never said it would be on the bike. When you get to the underworld, it will look similar to this one, to yours. But there will be a book there. You will find it, and it'll have everything you need to begin the transformation.
Transformation?
You have to go. Now.
What? Okay, that was rude. Oh, God. Hello? Hey, it's Chey. How y'all doing? Mind if I drop in? Well, I guess it doesn't matter if you mind because I'm here now and I'm your problem. So, what we're doing today. Today, we are going to be taking a journey. In fact, a journey below, if you will. Yes, this is Beartooth's graphic novel based off their album Below. I am finally getting around to making a video about this. I have wanted to make a video about this for a very long time. If you don't know, I run the Beartooth lore account. It's not officially sanctioned, sponsored by the band or anything, but it's fun for me, it's fun for the fans. Go check it out if you're interested and send some lore tips my way. This is the holy grail of that lore, and I'm so excited to get into it. I'm not going to say much about it. I'm just going to read it for what it is and go on the journey and take y'all with me, and we're going to talk about it. Because according to some people, or entities, beings, it's going to be a time, to say the least. So let's get into it. Hey y'all, sorry, little cookie break. I am about halfway through the journey below. I am absolutely adoring it, but I'm getting a little bit hungry, as evidenced by the cookie break, so I'm gonna go in the kitchen, gonna make some yogurt, fruit, parfait, gonna wash some dishes before I dirty up some more, then I'm gonna come back in here, finish this, and let y'all know what I think. Hello? Hello? Whoa! Buddy, it is almost Halloween, but ain't quite yet. Who are you?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm...
I know who you are. What I don't know is what the bigger shame is. That you have no clue what you are or what you could be.
If you know who I am, then...
Why ain't I afraid of you? Because you're not a threat to me. You won't even be a threat to anyone for much longer.
What are you talking about?
Soon, you won't even be here. The transformation is almost complete.
What transformation? Hey y'all, I'm back. Yogurt finished, dishes washed. Now it is time to finish the journey below and let y'all know my thoughts. I decided I'd cozy up on my bed to finish this off instead of just my reading chair, so let's get to it. Hey y'all. So, I finished reading The Journey Below, and my goodness, was it a journey. You will notice I'm not in the same outfit, clothes, because it is not the same day. 'Tis not the same day. Not gonna try to make that Lord of the Rings reference because I can't make it work. Anyway, I did finish it probably within a couple hours of reading it, but I wanted to wait another day to let the thoughts kind of settle because it really ended up resonating hard with me and a lot of current themes going on in my life. I'm not going to wax poetic about it. I will give a little bit of details, but I'm going to mainly try and stick to the TLDR. Also, I'm going to try and keep this review as spoiler-free as I possibly can in case you want to pick up The Journey Below for yourself, which you absolutely should if you absolutely can. First of all, basics. Love the story. The art was gorgeous. It had very good pacing all the way through. I was never bored. I really just wanted to finish it in one go because I was so invested in the story and the world and the characters. It just really, really captured me. Also, the humor. I did not expect Barry to be as relatable as he was, but he was a whole mood, to be honest. I love Barry. I want more of Barry. I want Barry to be my bro. I want Barry to be my BFF. I want to carry around a little pocket-sized version of Barry so he can give me snide and sarcastic comments on everything going on in my life. As for the plot of the book, I am really hoping they make a continuation of the series, because where they left off at certainly hints at it, but it left me wanting for more. Like, I need all of these storylines resolved. Like, yes, we got a main plot resolved, we got a main action resolved, but there's a lot of little side characters and a hint at the end of, like, what became of this character? Well, like, it's not the last of them, and I'm like, okay.
Come on, where's the next book? Where's the next story? I need it, thank you!
And again, I'm going to try and keep this as spoiler-free as I can, but there will be some spoilers. So, the story follows this main character named Lita, who has memory issues. As in, she's remembering or hallucinating things that aren't there, and she's seeing herself in a band, playing these songs for people, and she's like, I'm crazy because I work this corporate job, but I forget things about my daily life. And, well, turns out she's not hallucinating. Turns out those memories are completely true, and her mind, they tried to wipe her mind from those memories of who she was / who she is. This is where Demon Lord Barry comes in to try and help with that. Because it's not just Lita, it's actually pretty much the entire world. The world has been transformed, taking away a lot of individuality, a lot of passion, the music that allows people to be themselves and to be free, and to feel unrestrained, to not feel a monotonous day-to-day, this is the humdrum, bleh. It keeps them in line, it keeps them in order, it stops any chaos. This world is a unchaotic world. It is a boring world. But don't worry, Barry and Lita are on the case, and they fix this problem, to say the least. That's all I want to say in terms of spoilers and actual plot lines. I really want to talk about the themes that resonated with me through this book. So all joking aside, all lore aside, all videos aside, anyone that's ever met me for more than 5 seconds, or has known me for longer than that, knows that I love the band Beartooth with all of my heart and soul. And again, they're the band that their music inspired this story, it's their lore, it's their comic book. But that's not just why I love the story, I actually do love the story. But anyway, I've always resonated really hard with Beartooth's themes and their music and their lyrics, especially regarding mental health and my struggles and my journey and experiences, and this book is no different. I can't speak for Beartooth, obviously, because I'm not in the band, but something I've always taken away from their lyrics, again, that I've resonated really hard with, is that, yes, you may struggle with anxiety, you may struggle with depression, and have these issues and have these mental health struggles. They may take up a lot of your time, they may take up a lot of your energy, a lot of your thoughts, but it's not you. They're not you. They're a part of you because it's the makeup of you, but it's not you. You are not defined by them, and the point is, you may never overcome these struggles. You may never see the end of them. You might be dealing with them for the rest of your life, but that is not the end of your story. Your story is how you continue to live every day despite these struggles. How you try, and you should try. And I think this book, like the actual album below, showcases a development in the approach to thinking about mental health and how mental health and its struggles affect you day to day and affect your outlook and your future. What I mean by that is I mentioned continuing despite these struggles, continuing on, at least trying to. They're not the end-all be-all, they're not who you are. This book, this album, really solidifies that. The book, especially, one of the main themes is you're not your past, you're not your present, you're not defined by anything, you're not defined by any timeline. You could be a million different things, you could be an infinity different things, but you're undefined. You're what you make you. You don't have any idea what you could or can be. You're not stuck. These struggles may make you feel stuck. These issues you deal with may make you feel stuck. They may take up certain portions of your time. And you may not have had a say what happened to you in your past, how you developed these mental health struggles, whether you were born with them, whether things happened to you, but you can have a say in your future. You can have a say in how you carry yourself forward, is what I'm trying to say. I hope I said that the way that I wanted to. So, in my own mental health journey, I suffered through a lot of tragedies when I was younger. That's the extent I'll get into it. And I have dealt with the repercussions ever since growing up. As you can imagine, being a little kid, suffering a lot of tragedies, did a lot to the old noggin. So, I myself have suffered with anxiety, lots of depression, PTSD, and ADHD. As someone who has been dealing with those things, especially pretty severely in the past few years, those struggles came to define who I was pretty early on in life, because I never had time to get to know myself for who I actually could be, who I may be as a child, as a young person. All I knew were those struggles, were those feelings, because I had them from such a young age. So they became how I defined myself, how I saw myself. They became just as much a trait as my brown hair or my brown eyes. They were just a part of me. It's who I am. It's how I am. It's how I was built. Born to suffer. Which is, of course, not the case. But that's a recently new revelation to me, because I've been stuck in this cyclical process for almost 2 decades of defining myself through these struggles, of these things that I deal with on a daily basis. And it's not easy. It's not easy to try and discover who you are outside of those struggles when you never knew how to even begin in the first place. It's hard enough trying to find out who you are in your early 20s or your 30s or whatever point in life. It's even worse, I think, when you never even had a clue to begin with. This book was really helpful in cementing the idea that, yes, those struggles may be with you for the rest of your life, those issues may be with you for the rest of your life, but they're not you. None of your circumstances define you or your potential. It's completely open. It's always okay to change. It's always okay to develop. You're not stuck. This book and its lessons, I think, came at a perfect time in my life, because I am trying to move past defining myself through those issues. I was going to say moving past those issues, but I don't think I'll ever move past them. And like I said, that's a lesson of the book. You may never move past them or overcome them. They may be with you for the rest of your life, but that's okay. It's how you move forward and that you try to move forward that matters. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find out who I am despite these struggles, despite these issues. That's why I do series like So Much Potential. It's why I do little videos like this. It's why I'm eager to get my hands on everything and anything. Because I have no idea who the real Chey is. She's malleable. And that's kind of awesome. As this book says, you're not your past, you're not your present, you're not even your future, because you don't know what your future could be, but it's always open. And that's a good thing. I think I've made my point. You are bursting with potential and possibilities not even you can fathom, maybe quite yet. But I hope you get more and more chances to show yourself what you can be, what you could be, or maybe even what you would like to be. I'm really thankful that this book came at such a great time, along with that album and every other album they've ever released. So, I hope you enjoyed our journey below. I hope you continue to follow me on my journey forward in discovering who this Chey is, because I don't know who Chey is, but I can't wait to meet her. So thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't heard today, so thank y'all for watching. I really, truly appreciate it. And if you haven't heard it today, I love you. Love and peace. Until tomorrow. Now I can start editing. Thank you, Lord.